Hello again. Today I wanted to gauge the reaction of some of you out there, office-based businesses, on how you envisage to deal with a phased return to the workplace, how you're finding working from home or remote working, and how you find whether you're running a business or whether you're a staff member, key staff or junior, how you're finding the whole working from home or remote environment. For me, I'm in the office for the last couple of days. We have a few server maintenance issues we need to deal with, so unavoidable to go in for business continuity, but for the most part, working remotely. My own experience of working remotely has been, actually I have to say, quite positive. I was really concerned about it at the start. Luckily enough, we had the technology in place to not have too much disruption when changing from an office-based environment to a remote-based environment. So the transition was relatively easy. We have rigorous structures we stick to with our weekly Zoom calls and our messaging applications that we use to stay in constant contact. So even though we don't have the face-to-face person contact that we're used to in the office, we still have robust communication channels. We can see who's about, when they're about. And so far we haven't seen too much of a negative impact in this way of working. I think for me personally, this sort of environment has its pros and cons. I'm very personable. I like to bounce off other people and have a bit of a working atmosphere. But at the same time, it does allow for freedom of thought. You can structure your day a bit better. You have less distractions around you, and I'm finding that I'm getting a lot more done of the day to day, so that I can actually spend more time on strategic duties, which used to get pushed to the back of the queue in favour of dealing with questions or queries from staff members, and also the phones going that needed dealing with there and then. And what this has taught me is that actually taking a step back and managing your time with a bit of structure, it's amazing how much time you can generate by doing that. So I'd be keen to understand how you're all feeling with the working from home, if it's working for you, or if you can't wait to get back into the office and get raring to go. With us, we're a relatively small team, so it's not like we're missing out on 50 people around the water cooler every so often, and that sort of working culture. I do have to say it is a shame not having our team meetings in person, but there's definitely been a few people that are shining. It's amazing how when you remove the office and the singular place of work, how office politics is no longer an issue. And I think that really does free us all up to be more professional. It clears our minds to deal with things that are important, that matter to the business. And as long as everyone's tuned in on the same goal, then I can see that as only being a good thing. You've removed that element of distraction, which so many people get bogged down in, to focus on purely your workload and how you interact with your other staff members. I think having that remote working interaction filters out a lot of the unnecessary communications that may not be so positive or productive, and focuses it into really efficient communication, meaning that you're able to achieve your goal, whether that be an individual goal or a joint goal, a lot more quickly and effectively. And I think that's been a real positive. I know that there are a number of businesses out there that worry whether productivity is the same with their staff members working from home. To be completely honest, it was a worry of mine as well, both personally for myself, but also for everyone I work with and all my colleagues. And what I found is that actually, if you can't trust your employees to work from home under their own steam, when they have clear, concise instructions, then they shouldn't be your employees. It's not good for you, your business, and it's not good for them either. Clearly they're not bought in, and what are they doing with their time if they're not wanting to fulfill their potential. So I think the great takeaway from this is, if people aren't able to get on with their work and do what's expected of them under their own steam, then maybe they're not the right fit for your business. And conversely, if people are doing what you need from them and what you expect of them and more, then there's no need to micromanage. There's no need to be upset about the strict amount of working hours. If they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and what I've mandated them to do, then I would be silly to get angry at them. And so I'm hoping that this situation sort of gives everyone an opportunity to take stock, look at the way the working world's evolving, how it used to be, how it is now, and how it's going, to see if there's any way we can structure it to make work a positive and flexible thing for everyone involved. So personally, I've seen this whole change of working environment a really positive thing, and really opened my eyes up to how we can structure business to be more responsible for our employees and help them with other commitments that life throws at you, for example, childcare or medical reasons, and give people the freedom as adults, as the adults that they actually are, to be able to do the work that's expected of them, that they get paid for, and also manage their life commitments. What's the point in putting people under unnecessary stress? If you feel like you have to control them and put them under stress, then they're not the right people for you. And why would you want to spend your time doing that to people? Just employ people who want to work with you. So yeah, that's so in summary, I think that it's actually been an extremely positive social and economic exercise. Obviously, there's a lot there's a lot of unknowns, and it's still going to continue to be in a very precarious situation for the foreseeable future. But I think that, you know, there's some positivity out there, some really good take homes for everyone in the world of work. And I'd be interested to know what your opinions are, whether you're struggling working from home, whether it's been an eye-opener that maybe you're not doing what you want to do, or maybe it's really helped you say, actually, do you know what? I liked where I was before, and this added flexibility and freedom of working from home has made it even better, and my results have increased as a result. It'd be interesting to see. I think personally, it's going to be a real mixed bag. There'll be people that hate it and can't stand it, and there'll be people that love it. And of course, there will be people that take the mick with it. But you know, in the end of the day, it's only themselves that are going to lose out from that. So I wouldn't get too worried on that side of things. So yeah, let me know how you feel. Either comment below, like and share this video, and thank you for your time.